No, zero bias. But yeah, this is, I think, an exciting moment, and we're glad to have Pharaoh, but equally, we want to see the potential of an upset because it makes for an interesting bracket. We'll have to see this unfold. This is the last set of Wave C, so let's get into it. Let's get excited for Ghidra versus Pharaoh.
There's a bit of an interesting thing going on. We've got Mo Salah as the tag as well. That's my guy. Here we go. I still don't know what to make of this matchup, but Ghidra did spawn at 75%. I think just because of grenades and because of they're both characters crazy raw damage output. It's going to be an explosive game for sure. I see the idea. I see the idea come to fruition as the egg getting off the top, beating that Cypher armor, and you're so high up in the blast and it keeps going. So much damage. You can afford to take these grenade trades because you are cooking.
Oh my god, if he landed that down there as well, that could have been devastating for Ghidra there. But Ghidra still hanging on. I mean, he wanted to get something off that grab there, but unfortunately, Pharaoh just rolling off to the right instead, and sadly, not going to get much off it. Again, Pharaoh just quite happy to just kind of, float around almost. Obviously these grenades are starting to come out from Ghidra here. This is the thing that Ghidra needs to do. He needs to set up this, sort of battlefield right now. He's to set up all of these projectiles on the stage and just make it so that it's difficult for Ghidra to get around. But of course, he's still going higher. We saw what happened last time, Focus.
Right. Ghidra. Okay, I like that back there. That's really good. I like that Snake goes from fully vertical to fully horizontal in that move. It's really annoying to deal with, but it's a funny little curveball shift that Ghidra makes use of really well. He's got a lot of tricks at his disposal to make sure he doesn't just blow up in those spots. I think otherwise Snake can just die very easily, get hamstered. Okay. Oh, okay. That Nikita's on a bit of a mission.
Yeah, it's on a path to somewhere.
3 stocks to 1 though for Pharaoh, doing quite well in game 1 here.
Yeah, I mean, Pharaoh again, just commanding this game right now. I mean, I love the fact that he's been holding onto the grenades as well, been just chucking it back.
Oh,
but
held on for too long, bro.
Held on for way too long there, gets blown up as Ghidra was able to take away the first stop. But again, it's with Pharaoh, he's able to just find one up tilt or an up air. It easily changes together to another one. And there's a lot of damage. You can feel the kind of the powerful hits coming out right now.
Okay. I feel like this it's so hard to make a huge comeback against Yoshi of all characters. So maybe there's an element of just data collection here for Ghidra.
I feel like with Ghidra being so Yoshi being such a fast character as well sometimes, I feel like it is really, really difficult for Ghidra to kind of get anything going. He has to find a gap to actually get out projectiles, and that was nearly very, very scary. That shield was looking very low as Ghidra is hanging on for his life there. 128%, 134. It's only climbing Focus. What can Ghidra do? Well, the answer is pretty much nothing. So
it's tricky. I feel like once Ghidra goes down a stock, it's very hard to bring things back. I think Ghidra's quite strong when he has the advantage. He can hold on to lead very well. He's not amazing when it comes to comebacks. But you can see there were some funny tricks being played in this Varnish Stay Alive. A lot of good movement. There's a lot of hope this set, but it's still very, very Pharaoh favored, if I'm being completely honest.
It felt like he commanded the pace from the very beginning, from the get-go. It felt like it was just all Pharaoh, just constantly. He was just all over Ghidra. And we'll have to see if Ghidra has an answer here. We are seeing a stage change as well as we go into game 2 here of Pharaoh Ghidra.
We're going to we're similar. You have a bit more room. I don't know. You're still getting blown up like crazy. Okay.
All right, so Ghidra again just trying to find a way through, but I mean, Pharaoh could really just throw out all of these hitboxes there. Obviously, so just going for the neutral air as well. So just literally gets a float around. That could be the stock there. Then that down there, as we said before, Focus. It's so devastatingly powerful.
Why does it kill off the top? It's a down move, not an up move.
It literally went through Yoshi. How does that make sense?
That's gonna hurt the momentum for Ghidra. It's so hard. Okay, and you're gonna take even more. Yoshi just so much damage. So much damage. And it means you can't make huge comebacks. You're already trading as well. So, you just can't afford to get hit at all. It's really tricky. And Pharaoh's using his drift really well, using his mix-ups with egg lay, and a lot of drift mix-ups, timing mix-ups, just causing so many problems for Ghidra at the moment.
Yeah, again, like, he just feels like can't find a way through here. Does get the down air though, which is finally able to do a little bit of damage, but Pharaoh's still hanging on. Pharaoh needs to like just get something against that down smash there. Sends Ghidra off stage, and again, the recovery, unfortunately, focused mistake. It's not the fastest thing in the world. It is pretty exploitable if you can dive off there, if you have like a strong tool like Yoshi does with that back air.
Oh, okay. Speaking of, again, from fully upright to fully horizontal, the Herbo shift getting a kill for Ghidra.
Again, Pharaoh starting to challenge off stage. That's a lot of damage. I mean, like, it feels like every single time we trade as well, folks, it's like it's just working out in the favor of Pharaoh. Like, Yoshi's hits just do a little bit more than, more damage than, Pharaoh's kind of, he's quite happy to risk just taking the grenade damage if it means he's getting like 10, 15% on the board in exchange.
It's risky though, because he nearly could have died to that C4 there into up air if Ghidra had that presence of mind. But it feels like this game is definitely stiff. So never mind. With even stocks, if it's even stocks, it's so doable for Snake. You just can't afford to get clipped by Yoshi, and there's so many like moves that can clip you. I don't know if Ghidra has it in him. Okay. Grenade gonna blow up soon. C4's there. Misinput side B, I think, but it worked out well. It could be seen a comeback. Never mind. I saw kill sparks. I thought that was an exploding C4.
Yeah, for a moment. I mean, especially like that high up in the sky as well. Like, yeah, it feels like it's, it could have been a devastation, but instead it was Pharaoh getting that up air and taking the stock away. One game away now from moving on through. Again, I believe this is another qualifier set. Should be anyway at this stage of the bracket. So Pharaoh just need to take one more game, and then we'll make it through to a top 128 winner side. I do have to correct myself as well. I thought he was 11 seed. He's 22nd seed.
Yeah,
so a bit lower than expected. But either way, still someone that I think a lot of have eyes on to potentially make this run. And certainly right now, looking quite commanding, looking quite strong to do so as he is going into game 3. Ghidra need to find an answer here.
Yeah, I don't know what adaptations you can really be making. It feels like you don't have the answer to the jump in, but Pharaoh mixes up his drifted like really well. I don't know, man. Yoshi's just a funky character. If you don't have, it's like so easy for you to overwhelm the opponent. So easy to get overwhelmed playing against him.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know if that was intentional, but if that nearly did work.
It was kind of scary, to be honest. Like, just the threat of it. Like, again, it's like, it's what we were saying a bit before in the earlier set. It's just like the kind of the warning shot there. Like, if you approach me haphazardly, that could just be your stock gone. Again, Ghidra going off stage there. I love the recovery, though. I don't love the landing, unfortunately. Good option to go high, but then gets caught out by the up smash there from Pharaoh and take that stuff away. And again, oh my god, we literally blink and he's at 87. These uppers are so potent.
It's such a disgusting move. Really tricky for Ghidra trying to come back. Up tilt's gonna not gonna do that much actually. Okay, there's no jump. Nikita time. Go, my child. Off the top. Little reverse. Ghidra's back in it. Not that far behind, but avoiding like both landing aerial and egg lay. It's like you have to contest, but you don't have the best aerial boxing tools. And you don't feel like that up tilt's really worth it in that spot. How would you actually deal with it? I really kind of don't know. Maybe you're using like dash attack more, trying to force them to blow you up, but you're behind in percent, so the grenade trade doesn't work unless you're like shielding so that they. Okay, oh my god, it's really falling apart at the moment. He just got to do something crazy, and I don't know what he can do.
Yeah, it feels like every single moment, every trade just falls apart for Ghidra here. He's got to find a way through, like even in sort of that second stock there, kind of the game plan of like retreating away with like grenades and set up the C4 on the stage. Felt like it was so smart, but unfortunately the drag down into the forward smash is going to be enough, and Pharaoh takes a commanding 3-0 over Ghidra to move on, turning to the crowd, popping off there as he knows that he is comfortably through to a top 128 winner side.
Was he doing it like a USA thing?
Might be.
Keep
It
that
might
guy's
be.
American too.
Yeah.
Surely not.
Because
But yeah,
that
that's
was a ban on
disgusting stuff
Americans.
from Pharaoh though.
Yeah.
He cooked.
Yeah, it's rare for us, like, in the UK to see kind of, like, someone like Ghidra fall apart, but it really did feel like Pharaoh had an option. And it's just, it's so tough when you see that kind of gameplay because, as you said so many times, like, what were the options there? Like, what could you do? Like, if you're Ghidra, like, other than just kind of, like, understanding a little bit more about the matchup or, like, how you have to approach it, it feels like it was just tough to get through. Like, you retreat, Pharaoh was there. You go aggressive, you're taking bad trades. You go to the sky, Pharaoh's up there anyway. We saw so many early stocks on like things like the down air or just like chain into the up airs. Just like, what can you do constantly?